guys, Jerky. I'm back on the video, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw, the Monday Night Raw after the Royal Rumble, which y'all know how things can get sometimes. I think there was some points where I was like, oh, okay, y'all just figuring things out as y'all go. And maybe it's not that. Maybe it was really like them just trying to keep it cool because of the hectic weekend that they've had. Now, Braun Breaker came out Monday Night Raw very angry, very distraught about what happened at the Royal Rumble. And he came out with some energy that the other Vision members had to basically step in and interfere because they feared possibly that he would go over the rails. My thing is this. Braun Breaker, you just gonna have to hold that L. And hilarious, Adam Pearce is so hilarious. He's like, you lucky you still got a job after that piss poor performance that you had. And I gotta laugh because a lot of people be having trash Rumble performances because they get kicked out fast, but that response was hilarious. I have to give it to Adam Pearce. When it comes to him in the Vision, he's been whooping their behind. And that is like, I think we should get to the point with the Vision that they themselves are all okay with carnage. Like, they're all okay with, sometimes crashing out and getting rid of Paul Heyman. Because Paul Heyman is like the voice of reason in the group. And when it comes to this faction, they could have gained more points if they become more of a threat. I will say that things will most definitely be very interesting when it comes to who will hold the World Heavyweight Championship after Mania, because then the power struggles will begin again. They'll begin again when it comes to division. I will say that the guy in the mask, they're hinting that it could be Austin Theory because they said the last person that was in the mask was your boy. So, y'all better get together. That was the energy they kind of gave. Y'all had the shenanigans. So you guys need to figure out who was behind the mask. A lot of people are saying that it's Seth Rollins and that, it's supposed to be Seth Rollins. It might not have actually been Seth Rollins in Saudi, but it's going to be Seth Rollins in general. Me, again, like I said in my review video, if you haven't checked it out, link is in the description. I am more so like, it could be him, it could be Logan Paul. It don't really matter to me at this point. Because it's going to be some mess anyway. But what I really loved, though, through all this mess and hecticness, LA Knight came out and got his pound of flesh a little bit. Create a little something. And I think LA Knight should be the one who picks off Division 1 by 1 to give him, not to give him like something, but to give him something. I mean, the guy has been gotten so close to either Money in the Bank, winning the World Heavyweight Championship, that it's like, at this point, where is his show of, like, good grace? Like, he's been doing his job. He's been keeping the crowd going. He's been selling things. Like, I know wrestling is not about participation trophies. I know wrestling is not about the fairy tales all the time. But for a guy like LA Knight, I understand that his fans are probably tired of seeing the guy go through situations and get nothing out of them. Me, I'm neutral when it comes to LA Knight. I respect him and I understand his position and I like it. But at the same time, I'm not in a hurry to see him with a world title. I'm not. But it doesn't mean that there isn't millions of people that are. So why not give him the chance to show his skills? Why not give the chance for him to have something, have his fans be able to say something and take out the Vision? I just think that's the good place for him now. But that's me. Seeing Javon Evans with all that tape, I'm like, you went through hell at the Royal Rumble. Like, that guy was getting tsunamied. He was getting speared. He got Samoan dropped, but got to the rafters. Like, the guy went through a bit. And still was very durable, very doable guy. A very resilient guy, to the point where he was able to stand up and have a match on Monday. That right there, you gotta give him his props. You gotta respect the guy. But he went up against El Grande, which I was even surprised that they had as long as a match as they did, considering the fact at the Royal Rumble, El Grande Americano reunited with the original Grande Americano. When I watch, I don't know, I'm still not over the masks and all that foolishness. I won't say I don't like it. It's just foolishness to me. It's just simply foolishness to me. Um, just because it's supposed to be foolishness. It is. And I see that and I acknowledge it, and that's why I don't care for it. I'm like, this is still Louis Kaiser versus Javon Evans. So I'm going to treat the match as such. And it was a pretty decent match, I will say myself. But it didn't last. It didn't last to the point where El Grande was able to get his win that he most definitely, with Rayo and Bravo, child, he was gonna get that dub. I'm sorry, Javon. I ain't gonna lie to him. But good thing El Grande OG came out, aka Jack Gable, which welcome back, bro. And I'm excited though. I'm excited to see it because there is gonna be an unmasking to take place. There will be an unmasking. And when that happens, I'm gonna be so happy at seeing how that is going to manifest itself. Because if the El Grandes get unmasked, Rayo and Bravo have to get unmasked. And what is the story that is going to be told then? That is making me very excited for that future. Now, I cannot stand Gunther, okay? I can't stand the guy. I can't stand him because how the heck he got me riled up. I thought AJ Styles was going to have a little, tell us like, man, thank you guys, or something emotional like, oh, you know what? I changed my mind. But he ain't changed his mind. He's not going to change his mind. He's really done. Gunther comes out to AJ Styles music, and you could see the life being drawn out of that crowd, and I'm like, this man is a master at what he does. The AKA the career killer, as he's being called. But I want to be real. How long is he gonna be career killing for him to get a nickname? If we were gonna do a nickname, he should have been called the career killer after beating John Cena. Then AJ Styles, because the next person, who is the next person in career that he's gonna take away? There's only a few guys on that list that I could say, okay, maybe yours, maybe yours, maybe yours. The only person I'm thinking currently is Randy Orton, and Randy Orton don't seem like he's ready to go anytime soon. He has to get that world championship. And then Rey Mysterio comes to mind, but Rey Mysterio retirement match is going to Dominic Mysterio. So who else career is you gonna kill? Are you gonna take somebody out, or is he gonna be the guy they feed to take out people who want to lead WWE? I don't know. It's a killer name, but still, who you gonna take out? And with all that disrespect, Gunther was flailing around. My boy Dragon Lee comes out and ain't gonna lie, he was whooping Gunther for a little bit. He was whooping Gunther for a little bit, and I was excited because this is one of my fears. I thought like they would push him aside, but no, this right here is a platform, is a storyline for Dragon Lee, and I'm excited that they are using him. Although he did get choked out. There, my boy, choked out, laying. He wasn't even laying. He was just hanging from Gunther's arms, and I'm like, dang, Gunther, you kind of suck sometimes. Man, you kind of suck sometimes, dude. Like, man, another guy, Obafemi. He's a whole freaking monster. I'm excited for him. His introduction though to Raw, very sweet. To go along with his performance on the Royal Rumble, for him to enter and the War Raiders really thought they was in this tag team match, which I felt bad. I felt bad for them, but for it to be Oba and then he take them down, put the ice tag on him. Hurry up, give him the ice tag. Dominic, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's time. It's time for the ruler to get that title. Because with that energy, whoever they put against him, oh, they're getting put down. They're getting put down straight up. So let's keep Javon away from him because we've seen what happened. We just need Javon to get, some time in, and then we can have actual. Because now we're in the whole thing of Oba has to show the folks he has to show himself. So I don't really need Javon to be a part of him showing himself, because we've been through that. We've seen that. Keep that for the mother folks. Put out Otis. Go ahead, feed him Otis. Although they're supposed to have Otis and Tozawa are supposed to have a tag team match against Jimmy and Jey Uso, which why not have them on actual live TV? That's my question. That's fine. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think it's very interesting that Jey Uso has regressed from the energy that he's been having. Like, there was a point in time very recently, he was so focused on getting gold, he was comparing himself to Roman in a way that it was like, okay, is Roman gonna be your next target? Like, that's what it was given. And then for Roman to basically be the one who eliminates him and then slap him up after you think he's about to eat with you. Like, I'm sorry, but cousin or not, blood or not, bloodline or not, right hand or not, I am not going to be over here saying congratulations to you tonight. One sleep after. I'm not doing that. Give me the next week. Then I talk. Then you get your congratulations. Other than that, we're not. Because why am I congratulating you? Did you congratulate me? Did you congratulate me like I'm congratulating you? Did you even come out? No, you did not. Roman was gone his whole world title run. Like, gone that whole time. I'm good. I'm good off of you. Now, Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio returns to introduce Liv Morgan after she wins the Royal Rumble. And she basically sets her sights on both titles. So simply as put as that, she is looking at both titles, but it is under the guise of possibly Raquel getting the title. And I was wrong. I'm okay to be wrong, guys. It's looking like Raquel is not getting that title. It's looking like she's not getting that title. But before the match between Stephanie and Raquel comes out and basically like, hey, I didn't forget you the one who took me out. And that wasn't very friendly of you. That wasn't very bestie of you. And then Liv basically gaslights her in a way. Because we're not going to sugarcoat things. She basically gaslights Raquel to be like, hey, but you're getting a title match tonight. So does that really matter? Like, even though she's still... I could have 2 matches. If this one didn't go right, I could have another one. That's just me. That's what I would have liked. I'm sure Raquel thinking the same way. But she says, hey, y'all stay in the back. You stay in the back while I handle this. And although a lot of people will disagree with this, but I think that Raquel and Stephanie had a great match. And I was rooting for Raquel to the extent where I think that there's a lot of times that it gives titles to people like world championships, to people that haven't necessarily showed championship material, but you could see it. So I was like, okay, it's a possibility. But that is not what happened. Although they gave a heck of a match, I'll say I loved how it was very hard hitting to me. And maybe it's because I just saw it differently than a lot of people. I thought that it really shows more of both characters, but Stephanie's in general. Because Stephanie doesn't have many promos for us to learn her character. We have to learn it through her fighting. We have to learn it through her putting her title on the line. And that was a match where we got to learn her more. After that, but because of the interferences of Liv Morgan and Roxanne, Raquel she ain't win. Stephanie's still the champion. But Liv Morgan oblivions her after the match. So I don't know if the Judgment Day gonna be looking very Judgment Day. They're not gonna be too happy in the clubhouse. That's all I'm gonna say. The Bella Twins reunite on Raw, which is very exciting to me because if there's not many people where I'll say you gotta give them the championship, but those ladies, you have to give them those tag team championships because they literally built up a tag team for women's. They were the OG tag team. So I'm very excited to see both Brie and Nikki together. Penta versus Bronson Reed. Penta won. Good for him. But this is because LA Knight was able to fend the vision off of the match they had, which was very cool. Now, main event time, main event time. Although it wasn't a match, it was a heck of a promo. Those guys killed it. Now, I expected nothing less. I expected nothing less. Roman Reigns comes out and he's able to really take in the crowd, because if you guys are not familiar, when Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble, they booed him. Like, historically booed. Like, The Rock came out and they still booed Roman. So Roman Reigns has dealt with a lot of booing after big matches. But this time, instead of coming to boos in Philly, he came to cheers. And Philadelphia has become a place of... It's become a historical place for Roman in general. So for him to come back to Philly after 2 years losing the title with the crowd really accepting him and appreciating him, it's very it's a what is it called, full circle moment, which I really love for him, because he deserves it. And in that, he basically says, who should I take? Drew, CM Punk. Of course, the crowd was not looking for Drew McIntyre. But then CM Punk comes out. When CM Punk comes out, it gets very good. Now, first off, I'm around that crew that thinks Roman... I'm gonna be real with you guys. I think Roman, on his great day, on Roman's great day, on when time Roman wants to lock in, he can... Nobody's better than him on the mic. Nobody's better than him on the mic. He might have equals, but nobody's better than him on the mic. Period, point blank. CM Punk, he's always been the guy who's like, don't give him the mic unless you know what you're doing. And that was a meeting. That chemistry was instant. And I think a lot of people were like, so on the whole match. But that sold it. That sold it. Roman Reigns brought up the podcast, which CM Punk buried the guy. He buried him. That had to be the hardest thing on Roman's career. And brought up the fact that, hey, bro, Roman said, I don't want to be like you. I want to be like you. CM Punk tried to get the crowd to agree with him when he said, you didn't build this up. This ain't the reason why you're here. Do y'all believe this? Philly said, yeah, he's actually the reason why this is still popping. And that right there, it's a very, very weird space, because in the moment where they are going to come face to face, I don't know what side the crowd is going to be on. Because the crowd sometimes, it depends on location, but sometimes the crowd is willing to be real, but then sometimes the crowd is willing to, I don't want to say put themselves over, because I don't like that term, but they're willing to be contrary just to be contrary. They're willing to stand out more just to stand out. But in that moment in Philly, the crowd was hanging on every word that Roman and CM Punk were saying. That right there was a masterclass in the promo. Masterclass. I think that they're going to be showing that promo in classes, like, hey, this is how you see that how you got the crowd going, how you do that, because it was one of those promos that just gave you that feeling again. That feeling of, like, I'm excited for what's going on. I'm excited for WrestleMania. And that's where it's like, you can't really snatch Roman's chain, because he grabs it back every time. He's going to show you who he is every time. But in those promos, they was putting down Drew McIntyre and SmackDown and Cody Rhodes as a team, because CM Punk was like, you want to go to easy way, Drew? Roman did say, hey, Drew is not the easy way, because I've been in the ring with him. But then it was like, SmackDown's a trash show and all of that. But let's be real. These are the things we've all been saying. Why is it any different if they are over here saying the truth? Who's on Netflix? The show that's on Netflix has to be the better show. Period, point blank. And I just think that is a moment, and that's the opportunity for SmackDown to show out and do everything that they think that Raw thinks they can't do. This is perfect conditions for a Raw versus SmackDown. This is perfect conditions for a Survivor Series where we see both of them go against one another. But that's just me. But you guys, let me know how you guys felt about Raw. Let me know how you're feeling about that main event match that we're going to see come WrestleMania. And I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.